Hi guys, I'm Rebecca. I know that we publicly announced my pregnancy, so I just wanted to hop on and talk about that a little bit. It's kind of been on my heart and on my mind. I have been so grateful for all your prayers, cards, gifts, encouraging words. It's been awesome. Thank you for loving not just me but my family and really reaching out to us. We really appreciate it. It's been overwhelming and amazing. So I just want to say thank you. Also, since we did it publicly, I thought I would share a little bit about what happened and what we've been going through. So when I went to the doctor at my 8 weeks visit, they told me the baby was only measuring 6 weeks and that my dates were probably wrong. I knew that my dates weren't wrong, but I also wanted to remain hopeful. So they gave me an appointment 2 weeks later, so I would have been 10 weeks. And when we went to the doctor, that's when we found out that the baby didn't make it. I had been feeling like something was wrong, but I just wanted to be hopeful. My husband did a great job of keeping my spirits up in those few weeks, but right before we had the ultrasound, he looked at me and was like, "What's wrong?" And I said, "I just really need to hear the baby's heartbeat." And he responded, "What, you're still worried about that?" I was. The truth was, I was worried about it the whole time. I know that God has a plan, and I trust that wholeheartedly. When I did go to the doctor the first time, and I just really had this overwhelming feeling that something was really wrong and the baby wasn't going to make it, I just started praying that God's will be done. Because you know what? I don't know what's best for me. I have learned that time and time again, that I don't actually know what's best for me, but God does. That has been hard to swallow this go round. I truly did start just praying God's will be done. I didn't know whether to pray for the baby to make it or to pray that I would have a healthy pregnancy. I didn't actually know what to pray, because we aren't actually in control. Yes, God hears our prayers, but he also sees the beginning to the end. And everything that our family works hard towards every day. We have 3 beautiful girls, 2 businesses. We were unsure of how we would even do it with another one, but we also trust God in that. I just wanted to share that of how we're getting through it. Of course, it's been hard. Physically, I feel great now, and I'm very thankful for that. The pregnancy was really rough on me. I know I'm 37, so that might have had something to do with it. However, I couldn't shake a feeling that something was wrong. I don't think we are going to try again. We weren't really trying for this one. We did see it as a blessing, though. So that question has been asked several times, and I really had to think about it. Again, that's in God's hands. We can try all we want to control things, but we really don't have control. And when you really rest in that, it is a wonderful thing. The kids are doing great. They were a little disappointed, I think is a good word to describe how they felt. And then very quickly just asked, could we get a dog? So I love that it seemed to have brought us closer. And at the same time, we have been able to show our children a trust for the Lord that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to show them, and set an example of how we will pray through problems and situations, even something that is hurtful and something you don't necessarily understand. I know that there are so many women that have lost babies. I have never experienced this before, not this way. So I really had no idea, and it's really opened my eyes up to a pain and a hurt that I didn't really understand before. I never really understood, if you didn't know the baby, how hard it could be. And it's hard. Pregnancy, I was pregnant for 10 weeks and it was real. It was real to me the whole time. And I feel really grateful that I have healthy children. And I have so much compassion for women that never get to experience that. I think it's really important to be grateful for whatever God has given you. I know that I have some amazing friends that have chosen adoption and foster care, and the kids that they have wouldn't have the wonderful lives that they have if it wasn't for them. Anyways, I just really wanted to share a little bit of the details of what we've been going through and how we're handling it, and what happened. And the answer, what happened, I don't really know, other than the baby wasn't growing as fast as it should have, and then it just stopped growing. It was really hard, not understanding why my body didn't know. That was kind of hard on me. But after talking to other ladies and the experiences that they have had with miscarriages, I'm really grateful that mine was the way it was. I did have a D&C, and it was really rough to go through. However, the stories I've heard of others and actually having to deliver the babies or losing them early on, it just sounds really rough. And so I do see God's goodness through that. We had a little family trip scheduled for the day. We were supposed to leave the day I went to the doctor and found out the baby didn't make it, March 29th. And we talked to the doctor and chose to go ahead and go on our little weekend getaway with the kids. So it was a great way to be able to tell them and then do something wonderful, a bonding time with our family. I did have the D&C that Monday. And then the next weekend, I actually had a women's retreat planned for that weekend. So I had recovery time, and then I had just wonderful women to wrap their arms around me and love on me and encourage me the next weekend. God just knew exactly what he was doing, even through the loss of a child. He really just placed, the timing was perfect in a sense of, I got to spend time with the kids, some really positive time after we delivered some really hard news. And then after feeling better, recovering from the D&C physically, I was able to spend some time with some women, because the truth is the men just are not capable of understanding like a woman. And I think that is something I had a hard time understanding in the beginning of the week. I didn't understand why my husband didn't understand, but the truth is they don't know what it's like to be pregnant or not pregnant or miscarry. They can't relate to that. We do need to lean on our women friends when we go through something like this. So I'm just grateful for all of you all who have encouraged us, prayed for us, loved on us. And I just wanted to share a little bit about what happened, because we shared so publicly the pregnancy. So I thank you, and I love you all.